Kalakitpet, and welcome to a new season of SUAANGAN. I'm your host, Dennis Allen. We're here in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan for the 12th Annual National Aboriginal Achievement Awards. Every year, 14 men and women from across the country are recognized for their work in the humanities. This year, 3 people from the Western Arctic were honored for their work. Bertha Allen of Inuvialuit for her work with Native women and their plight, Sharon Firth for her work in sport, and Sax Harbour resident Andy Carpenter Sr. for his work in the environment. Andy's work was instrumental in negotiating wildlife co-management agreements with the federal government of Canada. He continues to work to preserve and promote the Inuvialuit way of life. Welcome to SUAANGAN, Our Strength, right here on APTN.
I mostly live on Banks Island, and only in the summertime we'd go across to the mainland to get resupplies, for the year, and go back to the island for trapping white foxes.
Andy grew up on Banks Island and learned to live off the land from his father.
In the fall time we used to get ready, get everything ready to start trapping. Like you hunt seals for your dogs, and and then winter time it's trapping.
The land was like a bank. You went and made a withdrawal when you needed to eat.
In the spring, after the trapping season, there's the hunting of birds, geese hunting. And usually people rest for a while after trapping, they go out on the land to go fishing or hunting geese. And then they'd geese hunt in the month of May and part of June, and then after that they'd start working on their foxes, and skinning them out, and and drying them, cleaning them, and get them ready for sale to sell.
White fox trapping was the principal means of living in Sax Harbour in Andy's days.
Right from Sax Harbour, so you don't go on a straight line, you follow the rivers and, little places, and we used to trap right down to Bernard River.
Slowly, things began to change. With advancing technology, life got easier.
Yeah, it's a lot different now, because that when I was growing up, we used to trap with, dog teams, in travel days with dog teams, and sometimes we'd be out for about 3 weeks and using snow houses. And later on, things started changing, and then we started using tents out on the land instead of snow houses. That they were a lot drier. And then the skidoos came about, and that changed the whole thing around.
It was the end of an era. Eventually, motorized transport took the place of dogs and schooners.
It's pretty well died. Maybe there's 2 or 3 people that still do a little bit of trapping in our community. But it's all changed due to having to check your traps in 72 hours. That before we used to leave our traps for a month, and we'd check them. And go back, and then we go out again, start check them over again, But we made about 6 trips a year, I guess, on the trap line, and now it's you can't leave your traps unattended more than 72 hours. So it's really changed a lot.
When animal rights groups forced governments to change trapping regulations, people across the north faced an uncertain future.
There used to be a lot of white foxes trapping, and nobody trapped the other side, Bernard River. It's, just left that area alone for them to increase. Well, some of them always used to say just like a bank, you know.
In 1984, after years of negotiating, the Inuvialuit settled a land claim.
Before the claim, there was, that the government used to tell us what to do. You know, we can't hunt this at certain times, and they put laws into effect without really consulting the people.
The tables turned, and government was now the ones listening.
We never used to have a say, and after the claim, we get to be involved in decision making, and also on the lands. The environment. We've got people looking after the lands, so it's a lot of that. A lot of that work, and setting up parks and all that.
Andy's passion for the land was a perfect fit for him to move into a conservation role. His first concern was the protection of the north end of Banks Island.
First, we tried to get it in our claim, but we thought there's a way of having it protected. We wanted that land protected because it's where the caribous have youngs, and there's the foxes. Like my dad always used to say, that we saved the north end of Banks, for so that the animals could grow. And I think that's one of the places, that protecting that area. And we tried to get it on our claim, but we couldn't get it. So the best protection we thought might be was to make it into a park.
SUAANGAN, Our Strength, will be right back here on APTN. Welcome back to SUAANGAN, Our Strength, right here on APTN. Inuvialuit took control when they put quotas on fish and caribou stocks.
There's few places that I know of, like a Klavik, that when their fishery was in jeopardy, they made a quota, and like in Paltuk, they set a quota. They shut these things down when they know that they're having problems. But that shows, that. And Sachs Harbour, they voluntarily put the quota on their caribou.
The Banks Island caribou herd was a bone of contention.
When the population of the caribou were going down, we knew there was a problem because there were so many muskox on the island, and a lot of the caribou moved out.
Andy's dedication to this work earned him a National Aboriginal Achievement Award. The award ceremony was held in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan last April. The awards recognize 14 men and women from across Canada who've demonstrated exceptional work in their fields.
Really proud of him. I know he's done a lot. He's sacrificed a lot. Our family, a lot of times, we're wondering where he is. We're not sure where he is. He's traveling all over the place, doing a lot of work for our people, and to me that takes a lot of work and dedication to be away, because I know I've done it a bit of it lately, and it gets fairly tiring.
The ceremony was produced by Northerner Roman Bittman. He explains the nature of the awards.
Because we're honoring people who have been successful in realizing their dreams, and we're honoring those 14 successors this year, the latest of the achievers of 10,000 years of Aboriginal history on the Great Plains. And the other thing we say about dreams is that we have to help our young people with their dreams, because without dreams they will never be able to realize what they should be realizing, their potential, and all of the future that they have. So that's our job, to help with dreams, and so is the foundation's job We provide scholarships to help people realize their dreams of education and realizing their careers.
The award ceremony not only recognizes current achievers, but showcases young Aboriginal talent as well. It is the work of the recipients that made it possible for the next generation to grow and to flourish, but more importantly, to identify themselves. With the negative press that is so often associated with First Nations people, the awards allow us hope and shine a light on our achievements. The Aboriginal Achievement Awards are an annual event and move between major Canadian cities. Planning and rehearsing for an event of this size takes months of preparation.
Well, I'm the kind of executive producer who is in charge of the creation and then the realization of a film or a project. So I get the idea for it and I see it happen.
Bittman is in charge of everything that happens on the stage the night of the awards.
First thing, since we're on the Great Plains, is I wanted some traditional music. So I'm looking to traditional Great Plains tribal music, which is the various kinds of dances that you will see with the Great Plains dance troupe that are presenting those aspects.
We are not allowed to show the actual award ceremony, but we were allowed to show the rehearsals.
I looked to the Great Plains area for the talent, and I found Andrea Menard and Michael Greyeyes from Saskatchewan, who are my hosts. And Andrea is just a magnificent performer as well. She's a great singer, kind of a smoky, jazzy kind of voice, and wonderful composition. She will lead off the show with Half-Breed Blues.
I was born the privilege sea, and my eyes like you never know there's native blood raging underground. Let me tell you a story about revelation. It's not the color of a nation that holds the nation's pride. He looked like me, but he had soft beaded skins upon his feet. Well, he looked right through me with those weathered eyes, and he asked me if I was free. I'll have some of his voice. Sorry, I was talking to him. Do you think the drums should be coming sooner with me, Dave?
Groups from the Great Plains, Burnt, Project One, also eagle and hawk, and then as well we're featuring Kinney Star, who's quite an international star now too. Let me tell you about the theme and the look of the show. We have images of the Thunderbird. You can never see all of the Thunderbird. If you do, if you see even a piece of the Thunderbird, you're a changed person. It's one of those things. And you become sort of semi-sacred, and you can do what you like. You know, you're an elder, or you're very important then. So so Thunderbird is a very important image in the show. The other image is, the other theme is the power of dreams.
SUAANGAN, Our Strength, will be right back here on APTN. Welcome back to SUAANGAN, Our Strength, right here on APTN. Roman needs to translate themes of the Thunderbird and of dreams into a workable aspect of the award show. It takes much talent to achieve this.
I'll be right behind it, so I know.
So I just thought I'd let you know.
The leading up to the awards is exciting and the energy is positive.
Well, you know, that's a live event. I'm not that concerned if she has to label.
Roman is kept busy day and night until every detail has been taken care of. There are many young Native people working on the show. They are getting great experience in the entertainment industry.
Have that on. Reverb. And that's this is a 2-channel amp. Just channel switch. This is your clean channel.
The producers make sure they expose as many young people to the awards as possible. The experience is exciting and inspirational.
Ooh, well, y'all play around with it.
Here.
I'm saying to myself, what happens at the drums set at the top? Because once your record creeps down, could we set the drums at the top? That means
The awards are broadcast nationally on CBC and APTN, and this is great exposure for the performers.
What I wanted was to be me. Man, it's hard what you said. I can't hear nothing. So would you keep on going? So carry the weight.
Roman did a wonderful job of pulling the entire cast and crew together for this year's award show.
Front, yeah. Bring your stuff to the front.
It's not real, like dramatic or anything. I just.
After the ceremony, everyone gathered in the lobby to socialize and congratulate the recipients. It was an unforgettable event. People came from across the country to attend the show. It was an opportunity to catch up with old friends and make new ones.
Yes, of course. How's things with you? She's my godmother. Your mother is Bertha.
The Western Arctic was well represented at the award show. Andy is proud of the work he's done and accepted the award on behalf of the Inuvialuit.
Well, I feel pretty proud, you know, and it's takes a long time, you know. It's that I've gotten a few awards, but you know that this one is seems special.
Conservation is a family affair. Andy's eldest son Larry explains.
We're the ones who live up there. We're the ones who, our people are the ones who live off the land. They're the ones, any development that occurs, our people are the ones that's going to be affected if say caribou or anything is affected.
The most important thing about being Inuvialuit is keeping the culture alive and active.
We have a say in what happens, you know, what time is the, you know, season's open. We could do all that now, so it's a lot different.
Andy's example makes it easier for the next generation to continue and build upon the work he's completed.
The government now, they have to, according to our land claims, they have to go and accept that, and they have to what's the word I could use? They have to make sure that we're included.
Well, that was our show for this week. We hope you enjoyed it. Tune in again next week for more of SUAANGAN right here on APTN. Until then, I'm your host, Dennis Allen. Kuyanaini.
It's coming.
You're coming on with that, and what kind of mic do you have?
If you'd like a copy of this program or any other programs, contact the Inuvialuit Communication Society at Post Office Box 1704, Inuvik NT X0E OTO, or phone 867-777-2320, fax 867-777-2744, or email swangan@permafrost.com.